still here. I guess, well, we're kind of locked in. The owners won't let us out. Oh, wait, that would be you guys.
You're never leaving.
Where are we?
We're, the Transit Music Lounge.
It's been so long, I'm not used to this.
And
No.
in Depew, New York. We call it the House of Bacon. Stop by, a pint glass full of bacon.
And the best friggin' burgers in Buffalo.
Best freaking burgers in Buffalo. And the wings aren't bad either.
And the Elimination Chamber tomorrow night.
Yeah, woo! And
No segue there, sorry.
AEW.
Oh.
AEW.
Territory days. Here we go.
Here we go. Yeah, really. They had a nice little press conference or another rally in Las Vegas. Lost wages, lose your house.
Home of the Raiders.
Yeah. That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
Not for me.
But huge announcement. Guess who comes out? Jericho-esque. Kenny Omega. All right. How surprised were we? Were we surprised? I think as time wore on, we kind of knew.
I was wrong. Completely wrong.
Yep.
As usual.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It's why I don't book anything. It's why I don't write for anybody. I was wrong.
I would say I think the funniest part was watching the internet wrestling community kind of go, "Oh, he's signing with WWE. He's coming over." You know, they
story's been going around for how many years now?
Oh, well, yeah, but this
Every January for what, the last 5 years?
I think it was a 50-50 split because there was both sides. There was the indie guys going, he's not going there, he's going to AEW, and then there was WWE people were going. It was a 50-50 split. If you look at it, guy like myself, I was like, I wanted to see what he would do on the big stage, you know. But he went with his buddies.
Oh yeah, isn't he the creative or what?
The executive vice president.
But he's also one of the people, one of the creators behind Being the Elite.
Well, that's what I mean. He went with his buddies.
Yeah.
He went with his buddies, and not knocking him for it. Hey, cool, man. You know, they have backing. They have all the opportunity in the world. They have money. They have everything.
They can do something special.
You're everything you can to succeed in this business has been I'm not saying it was handed to them, but in a 2-year span, they've got it all.
Yeah.
Yep. And
All In showed what they could do.
Yeah.
how much now when you think back to that, if All In would have flopped.
Oh, no,
like, say, 5,000
shot
people
in the dark at the WWE. They made a little dent in the armor, and it's progressed since then.
Yep. I mean, well, that was like their warning shot. You know, it's like somebody taking a shotgun in someone's yard.
Warning shot was also a shot in hell. If it wouldn't have happened, it wouldn't happen.
Yep. Yeah, because if All In if only 5,000 people show up, what do you have? You have
House show.
The house show. Yeah, pretty much. But from what I was able to read is that they're going to do the 2 pay-per-views, one in May. And then there's the one in September in Jacksonville. And then they're supposed to start their TV program is supposed to start in October, which kind of coincides with the WWE SmackDown going to Fox. And then Tuesday Night Dynamite, that's when it's supposed to. I know.
Still the worst
it's
name
not.
ever.
It's the only thing I've ever heard that's worse than Thunder.
Yeah.
Thunder's worse, I think.
Well, yeah. It's debatable, I guess, but granted, the TV.
If they're going to name things like this, I'm going to start questioning the organization already.
Hey, when shots start flying, what can you do? I'm just saying, but that's like the preliminary schedule.
Walker out there and go dynamite. I'm just saying. If they do that, I will become their biggest freaking fan.
Do you ever watch Being the Elite? No. Yeah. Watch a couple episodes of Being the Elite. They would do something like that.
And I would be their greatest fan ever. I will be their greatest fan ever if that happens. Dynamite. I'm there.
Yeah.
I am the comic relief guy. It's just like
JJ Walker, if you're out there.
yeah.
But yeah.
Call Cody.
Or Cody's calling him right now.
Call me.
But so. And I guess Kenny Omega signing making it official is like is like another shotgun warning out to the WWE that, but
knew it was
because
coming.
they, from everything now, who knows what you're reading is accurate. We're not saying that, this guy, whatever. But there's every indication to believe that they went after them hard.
You went after Kenny Omega.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And despite their best offer,
he's the biggest star in the world, non-WWE performer.
And
biggest star in the world.
Their best offer didn't get him. Kind of hurts her ego in a way.
When you offer somebody
a little
an
bit,
executive job.
I don't think. I mean, maybe.
I mean, it's
But he was offered an executive. I mean, he was offered. It's like, all right, for another Raiders reference, John Gruden being offered ownership in the team.
The team, right?
That's what you're offering in that organization.
But it's like, but there's always been that. And yeah, I've heard you say this. Where does everybody want to be at the end of the day? Right. I mean, maybe that. I mean, I think we're maybe a little bit, not much, a little bit.
Here comes the hate.
A little bit.
Here comes the hate on Vince.
That now there's someplace else
is another option.
Yeah.
Is another option.
Again.
But we've also said this too. This other option. How many other promotions is it going to destroy? Because they're taking all the talent.
Well, here's the ball. Now, this is working agreements. This is where the working agreements can come into play, and that it's been rumored that they're going to work with Impact. They're going to work with. They may be working with New Japan in some form.
I just read an article that said Ring of Honor, New Japan, and one or two other smaller federations are all kind of grouping together now.
Right.
So that might be a new working agreement with just them, not AEW, because I think Ring of Honor is still a little salty with AEW right now.
Yeah, well, because their money.
They took everybody.
Their money left. Well, not necessarily that they took certain talent. Their big talent.
Yeah, everybody
left.
That's all that matters.
And once Marty Scurll's contract's up in April, where do you think he's going?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know you would like to see him in the WWE,
but again, it's like a Kenny Omega thing. They'll give him a title, and it's you're going with your buddies, man. You can go make money with your buddies. The Cons are throwing millions of dollars at this thing. And good on them, dude. I'm from the perspective of.
What's best for the business?
Well, yeah, I read all this negative shit.
Yeah.
WWE sucks. This sucks. That sucks. I'm a wrestling fan. At the end of the day, I'm a wrestling fan, and I want to see Omega and Jericho in Vegas. Yes, I do.
Who doesn't want to see that?
And then I want to go see,
AJ and Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston, which was an awesome match, by the way, on Tuesday night.
Yes, it was.
It actually was.
On SmackDown. I want to see all of it. That's what I want to see. I'm kind of. It's very frustrating having this page with you guys, which I enjoy doing this with the show with you guys and everything. But going on some of our social media accounts, it's frustrating listening to these people just banging on this sucks, this thing. What?
Well, that's the problem with social media. Is every asshole gets a comment.
It's brutal. I want to see AEW. I want to see AEW
right here.
No, but I want to see AEW do well. I really do.
I think competition brings better all the way across the board. Talent, stories, everything.
Okay. Well, let me pose this question: if WWE was at the top of their game, would AEW be happening?
Yeah, of course.
Because it's always up when WWE when they were the WWF on the top of their game, WCW came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It breeds better TV.
It's
competition.
You had a couple
have to step up your game.
You had a couple Mavericks, man. That's what this is. The Young Bucks were like, no, we don't feel like working for you. We want to work for ourselves. Cody Rhodes, I don't feel like working for you. I want to work for myself. They decided
it's like Hall and Nash taking off.
Yeah, it's like Cody Rhodes. I mean, do you really want to put the Stardust crap back on your face again?
I prefer the charming Cody. What was he?
Oh, the dashing Cody
Dashing Cody
Rhodes.
Rhodes,
That was actually kind of cool. I like that.
Until he broke his
didn't-
face, and
it's
then
kinda-
he was
it's
the
kinda-
fucking Phantom of the Opera.
It's kind of what he is now, though. He's like the dash, similar gimmick.
But you know what, though? I mean, hey, kudos to them
Yeah,
and
good
whatnot.
luck. I wish them all the luck in the world.
Now, some of the signings that some other signings that have come up, I'll tell you one name that I was glad to see was Sammy Guevara. If you looked this kid up on YouTube, he was at the NWA 70th anniversary, tore the house down. Absolutely fantastic. And we know about Joey Janela and Penelope Ford. You would love Penelope Ford, by the way.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Just saying.
Don't forget Rectangle Bob.
That was Rhombus.
Rhombus Bob, Hexagon Jim.
Yeah, but the roster is what it is. I mean, they're taking. I think what the thinking behind the roster is get the young guys before they hit it big. I mean, which makes sense because you can't wait around for the WWE talent to be released. You have to go out and you have to find your talent.
I think at the end of the day, you get what you can, no matter what organization it is, and you build with that talent.
Right, exactly. Exactly. And now we look at the card for Double or Nothing, and you're looking at Omega versus Jericho 2, Adam Hangman Page against Pac, formerly known as Neville.
No Pac.
Cut me off on there. Damn it.
Okay. Would you like to say it?
No.
Come on, let's talk about the little
We have
troll.
Pentagon Jr. and his brother Phoenix against Young Bucks. Now, this one might change a little bit because Ray Phoenix.
I won't say it.
Oh, don't you dare say it. Don't you. Oh, I wish.
Lucha.
Might as well be them boys. Peacock fan.
Right there. Right
I
there.
can see it.
Yeah.
My peripheral works. I might need glasses, but
Peripheral. You said peripheral.
Yeah,
But Ray Phoenix was injured at an AAW show. And I looked at the footage, and it was kind of hard to see, but a lot of people were fearing for the worst, but it turns out to be a muscle contusion. So he's not going to be wrestling for a bit. Hopefully by Double or Nothing, he'll be there. He just has to take it easy from what I've been reading, so still waiting for updates as they become available. And SCU, SoCal Uncensored, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, and Scorpio Sky versus Chima and two partners from OWE. Those are the people from China that, they have a working agreement with
China.
With My Life in a Nutshell again in front of you. They have OWE is the Oriental Wrestling Entertainment from China, and they have a working agreement with them. So they have working agreements everywhere, and they also have a working agreement with a AAA, a Lucha organization.
When do we get a working agreement?
Lucha. No.
You're such an asshole today.
Why? I'm agreeing with you on 90% of everything. Now I'm an asshole because I said lucha. Wow.
Lucha. Yeah.
For once, I'm the one
And then, of course,
arguing.
Britt Baker versus Neela Rose and Kylie Ray.
Needle nose? What?
She's a big woman that'll beat the hell out of you. Be careful.
I might like it.
But yeah, so that's the card thus far. And of course, there's more to come.
Is Cody having knee surgery?
Yes.
Sidebar.
Yeah, she had. He did have some kind of surgery, but he should be good to go.
Is his wife getting bigger boobs?
His.
What?
She flashed him when we saw him.
Yeah, that's right.
As a throwback to her boobs at the show.
I remember that. Yeah, nice. But yeah, he apparently he did, and he's doing okay, so he should be ready to go for that show. But a lot of matches still to come. I believe Joey Janela. We'll probably see Joey Janela versus MJF. MJF's only 22 years old and is already like being thrusted into a major organization. Good Lord. But all in all, we're starting to see the formation. They're not a T-shirt company anymore. We have a card.
Now they're a card company?
The one question I do have, because like I said, I support anything that's pro wrestling, or try to. You know, you have a much greater knowledge of it because you get out there and you hit the streets and you go to the shows and you talk to everybody and that, you know. But my question about what's going on there is all these titles they're giving to everybody. Right, like I don't know what they are. Like
what do they really mean or whatever?
CEO, executive vice president. But it's not though, because like I'm not sure if we rephrase the question, but I just want to make sure I get my point across.
Right.
It's like, what is that? Because now once they start building a company and a roster and have a full roster and company, so your top guys are all your CEOs and your vice presidents and your talent relations and this and that and the other thing. And you told everybody this. It's out there. So now, what does that mean for storylines moving forward, stuff like that?
Well, I mean,
that's kind of my question.
I can see, and I was
TNA when Hogan came over.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of was thinking about this actually. You could eventually see like a storyline, them all going against each other.
For power of the company.
For power of the company, kind of a thing, you know, because how do storylines start?
Somebody writes it down.
Somebody writes it down, right?
Yeah,
you hope so. You hope so. But you know, but that could be the beginning of a storyline we're watching in front of us.
It's usually the friends turn into a rift.
Exactly. So I mean, so they're probably saying, "Hey, I'm executive vice president. I'm, you know, all that stuff." And then somewhere down the road, maybe a year from now, or within a year, we start to see like little things going on. So I can see that as a storyline developing down the road.